Hello, my dear GATE aspirants, GATE qualifiers. How are you doing? I hope you are doing good in spite of this Corona COVID spike. And my deep condolences are always there for those who are victimized. So just mark your attendance by liking the video. Just like the live session and mark your attendance. So I'm your favorite GATE educator of control systems and electrical machines, and today I'm back with another very interesting and useful topic, much useful topic to the GATE aspirants. So the topic is standard books for GATE preparation. Okay, so today's topic will be standard books for GATE preparation. So students, quickly mark your attendance. Just let us have a small chit chat. Had your dinner? Have you all had your dinner? And how are things going on? And trust me, students, this session is going to be much useful to you. I'll give you a detailed plan how to use the tools called standard books. Okay, and myself, K. Prashant Kumar, an NIT graduate, mastered in control and instrumentation, and I've been in this sector of GATE teaching since the past 3 years, and I've been teaching control systems and electrical machines for the GATE aspirants. I'm mentoring the students of GATE through my subjects. Okay, so students, as I've said, today's topic would be standard books for GATE preparation. Okay, so quickly join, ask your friends to join so that you can have a good conversation and interactive session. Also message me, like use the chat box. Feel free to use the chat box. If you have any doubts, just keep asking me in the chat box. So yeah, standard books for GATE preparation, right? So in this particular session, okay, the agenda of our discussion is like this: what generally standard books are and why do we require them? Okay, how standard books help in your GATE preparation, and I'll give you a recommended list of standard books, and most of them are available on the internet for free of cost. Okay, so I'll tell you, like, sir, you might be like, you might be feeling like, sir, I can't read on an electronic source for a long time. You don't need to read long time, really. Okay, so I'll tell you in brief what are the do's and don'ts while using each and every standard book. Okay, so while discussing the list of the standard books itself, I'll tell you how to use a particular book and how not to use it. Okay, and so yes, when I say the list of standard books, students will be like, sir, please give me the list as quick as possible. I'll start studying all the standard books, and I'll get a great rank in GATE. Okay, see students, that is impossible. If I give you the list to your hand and you directly keep studying them blindly, and that is highly impossible to fetch a good rank in GATE with that sort of preparation. So having a Brahmastra in your hand is not sufficient. You must be knowing how to use it. Okay, so in this particular session, what am I going to tell you is those formulas, those sutras, how to use this particular tool called standard books and why are they actually required. Okay, so you must first know what standard books are. Okay, so can anyone tell me in the chat box what standard books are? डिनर विनर अगर कर लिया है आपने तो फिर आ जाओ, थोड़ा एनर्जी दिखाओ सेशन में, और अपने दोस्तों को भी बुला लो, कॉल योर फ्रेंड्स एज वेल. And Hindi, English, irrespective of the language, all my brothers can attend this session. It is, I'm going to use very simple English, not so complicated English. Okay, so you'll be able to enjoy the session with ease. Okay, so tell me, what are standard books? Standard books, see, uh, let me tell you with an example. Okay, so there is a small interview question which is generally asked. Okay, uh, why is a full wave rectifier preferred to be connected at the output of a transformer, but why not a half wave rectifier? Okay, so the actual answer, the right answer for this question is, see, if you use a half wave rectifier, what happens to the source current is, the source current will have a DC component. Okay, so whenever we get a chance to discuss that in detail, we'll do that. Okay, so the source current will have a DC component. Because of that DC component, what happens is the core gets saturated. So if the operating point, of the core shifts upwards, what happens is, see, the transformer goes into non-linear region of operation, because of which the magnetizing current is going to be much higher. Okay, so to obtain desirable results, the magnetizing current will be much higher. Okay, so the same thing, if you go through a book, very famous book for power electronics, you might have already studied that. That is Power Electronics by P.S. Bimra. Okay, so in that book, what was written was, because of this DC component, the winding gets damaged, which is a blunder, which is wrong, which is a conceptual mistake, right? See, any winding will never get damaged depending on the type of the current, whether it is DC or AC, whether it is triangular wave, whether it is rectangular wave, whatever it is. Okay, so the winding will damage if and only if it gets heated enough. Okay, it gets heated beyond the limits. So when will it get heated beyond the limits? When current, the RMS value of the current exceeds the limit. Only when the RMS value of the current exceeds the limit. Okay, so you can clearly see that has been given wrong in such a famous literature. Okay, mistakes generally happen with human beings only, not with some other. Yeah. Okay, so the thing is, uh, whichever book has such mistakes, okay, P.S. Bimra is really a good book. Okay, only that is the only one mistake which I managed to find out. There are no other mistakes found otherwise in that particular book, so it is a very excellent book. So if the mistakes, conceptual mistakes or conceptual errors and typo errors and all these things, if they are as minimum as possible, then you can call that particular book as a standard book, and you can use it for your referring for your studies. Okay, so uh, if you pick your entire electrical engineering syllabus can be found in 4 volumes of AK and BL Theraja. Okay, so if you pick AK and BL Theraja and ask me, sir, these are very good books, I can clearly understand them. Okay, I can understand them with ease, and they have all the content required for electrical engineering. Can I follow them? My answer would be no. Not only me, majority of the teachers over there will say no to this. Okay, your colleges might be following it, but majority of the teachers will say no to this. Okay, the reason why this is there are a lot of conceptual blunders which is not acceptable to be a standard book. Okay, so for a book to be a standard book, it should have minimal number of conceptual mistakes, and it should have a well illustrated explanations, so that whatever theory you did not understand during your classes, you would be able to easily understand from such particular books. By referring those books, you would be able to understand. Okay, so in this particular session, so at the end, okay, at the end I'll be going to give you a list of all the books required, and at the end it is for sure I'll be going to give you a very good resource. Okay, you need not look into any other resource if you have that one particular resource. Okay, a very good resource which will fetch all these books to you in PDF format for free of cost. Okay, so if the authors found out, they may have an inclination to jail me, but still this is used because that might be a pirated source, but still this is useful to you, and that is the reason why I'm giving this on a public platform. Okay, so I'll give you that resource, and I'll tell you how to use each and every resource, how to use each and every book which I'm prescribing you. Okay, so if I give you all the list of standard books, it is not like you would study all of them and you would get a great rank. That is not possible. See, even as an instructor, it is not possible for us to study all the books. Okay, so even in my lifetime, it might not be possible for me to study each and every part of all the books. Okay, so we will be referring only a few particular areas where we require reference. Okay, so have you understood the importance of standard books? Okay, so while studying in your classroom, if you did not get to understand any particular concept, you can simply go through the standard books in order to improvise your understanding. Okay, so the standard many of the standard books have so many practice problems as well. Okay, so good practical explanations which help you understand the theory much better and also put it into practice as an engineer. Okay, so they will have practice problems, so many practice problems which will help in your preparation. That is how standard books will help in your preparation. So let us move on to the recommended list of the standard books subject wise. I'm putting them in the order in which your I'm exactly giving the list of recommended books in the exact order in which your syllabus structure is given inside your GATE brochure. Okay, so the first subject and very important subject, first and foremost subject, is engineering mathematics. Okay, so why is engineering mathematics that important? See, as per your examination, it has a good weightage of 15 marks, around 15 marks. Okay, and one more thing is there are many concepts of engineering mathematics which you use in the remaining subjects. Not only in the remaining subjects, even if you are going to jump into private sectors, okay, after having a good background of your engineering, if you are planning to jump into private sectors, okay, even in private sectors, engineering mathematics is very useful, especially statistics these days because of the uh, boom of data science. Okay, so engineering mathematics, as far as engineering mathematics is concerned, the book generally followed during your university examinations is BS Gravel. Okay, so BS Gravel, it covers entire syllabus. Okay, so it has enough number of practice problems. Higher Engineering Mathematics by BS Gravel, it has enough number of practice problems. It covers entire syllabus of your engineering mathematics required for your GATE examination. Okay, and it is very easy to understand. Unlike the other sources, BS Gravel is comparatively very easy in order to understand. Okay, so after BS Gravel, you have Erwin Kreze. Erwin Kreze, Advanced Engineering Mathematics. Okay, so in Advanced Engineering Mathematics by Erwin Kreze, you have a very illustrative explanation through practical examples. Okay, so if they give some example of मेरे हिंदी वाले भाइयों अगर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है English, so we have a Hindi session for you tomorrow, but still it's a good practice to attend English sessions as well, since that is the best way to learn engineering. Okay, so Sai Kumar, hello. हाँ, कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर होवो जरूरी छे, कोलकाता से है क्या पार्थ? हाँ, तो एर्विन क्रेइजिग, it is a very good book which has a good number of practical illustrations. Okay, and the book is presented in a very lucid way that you would never wish to close the book. Okay, it is just like a novel. if you go through a novel, would you ever feel like closing it? A very interesting novel, when you read it, you will never feel like closing it, right? So that is the reason why I'm saying Evin Krejcik is such a book, since it explains the things involving into practical life. Okay, see how, let us say for example, they need to explain something regarding a matrix. Okay, so they'll tell you an application example of matrix where it is used. Okay, in your engineering circuit analysis, matrices can be used to solve simultaneous linear equations, right? So matrices can be used to solve KVL and KCL of your electrical engineering, right? So that way the book is presented. And one very excellent book, really, I generally you won't find anyone prescribing this book, but trust me, okay, when I'll give you a source, when I'll give you the source from where I'll be getting all the PDFs, okay, you just go through that, go to that source and type for this, search for this, and download this book and go through this book. This is an amazing book, Dennis G. Zill. Okay, this is really an amazing book, and it has a wide number of examples for you to practice for your GATE examination. Okay, so सब लोग थोड़ा अपने chat box में कुछ बोल के attendance लगा लो, थोड़ा सा interactive बना लो session को. Just like the video and talk to me in the chat box. Naveen Kumar. So, very interesting book with a wide number of examples. Okay, so the next one, the most important subject to you, because the most primitive subject for electrical engineering is nothing but circuit analysis. If you do not know circuit analysis, you cannot understand R.R. Naidu. Big fan of whom? Okay, see, circuit analysis. Okay, so if you do not understand circuit analysis, it would be quite difficult for you to understand analog electronics, digital electronic circuits, electrical machines, electrical measurements, power electronics, and whatnot. You cannot understand entire electrical engineering if you cannot understand circuit analysis. So you must be very careful while choosing a book for circuit analysis. Okay, so the reference book for circuit analysis. See, why am I saying this as a reference book is, you would be referring that particular book whenever you are having a particular doubt in a particular area. Not Prasad Kher, hello, hi. So not all the time. Okay, you would not be reading the book continuously. Okay, so for engineering services, if at all you are preparing for engineering services, it is better to refer one book continuously. So I'll also tell you which book to refer if you are preparing for engineering services. In the case of engineering mathematics, it is B.S. Grewal, no doubt. Okay, if you're preparing for engineering services. Okay, engineering services has recently added, from 2017 it had added engineering mathematics as well. Okay, so in the case of circuit analysis, see, the theory must somewhat be similar to the Indian dialect. Okay, so that is generally found in M.N.O. Sadiku. Sadiku is almost like an Indian author book only. And engineering circuit analysis by William Hythe and Kamerly is a very great book to understand the concepts through great practical illustrations which were given. Sai Kumar, hello. Okay, so, and next, see, Hythe and J. Kamerly and M.N.O. Sadiku will have all the concepts covered. Okay, all the concepts covered for your GATE examination. But still, if at all you want to learn something about network synthesis as well, then you can go for network analysis and synthesis by Franklin F. Kuo. Many people suggest M.E. Van Valkenburg as well, but I don't recommend. That will be a very burden on a heavy burden on your brain to understand. Okay, M.E. Van Valkenburg is very difficult to understand for you. Okay, so in Franklin F. Kuo, the way the two-port networks and systems are explained. You cannot find such explanation in any other book. Franklin F. Kuo is very good if you want to learn two-port networks in deep. Okay, so Franklin F. Kuo is very great book for two-port networks only, not for all of them. Of course, you can understand the basics of systems analysis through Franklin F. Kuo very easily. Okay, and one more topic that is worth going through in Franklin F. Kuo is frequency response analysis. Okay, frequency response analysis of circuits as well as systems. General analysis of systems will make you acquainted with signals and systems and will be useful for your signals and systems as well as control systems. Okay, so hello Pushpa, Pankaj, खाना खाया सबने? So next, circuits and networks by Sudhakar and Shyam Mohan. This was the book that was prescribed by my university for university examinations and engineering services examination. As I've said, engineering services examination would require acquaintance of you with Indian dialect. So it is worth watching. It is worth going through this book. That is Sudhakar and Shyam Mohan. And the next is, yes, my favorite book. My favorite book. It doesn't cover entire syllabus of circuit analysis, but the way it explains magnetic circuits will lay a foundation for you to understand electrical machines, right? So magnetic circuits, and it has a separate chapter for transformers as well. And see, if you are an electronic engineer aspiring to go to work in core fields, core sector, in companies like Intel, AMD, okay, Analog Devices, Texas Instruments. If you are aspiring to go to such organizations, then Boylestad is a must-read book for you. Okay, it has so many number of practical applications, and the book is written in such a way that electronic circuits are visible to you, and what is happening inside these electronic circuits will be very much visible to you. And this book is very better if you want to gain a better understanding over filters. Okay, if you want to gain a better understanding over frequency response and filters, this book is quite amazing. Okay, there are several other books as well. David J. Irwin, which has a good number of practice examples. Okay, that is worth mentioning. But still, already I have mentioned enough number of sources. Okay, 5 books for circuit analysis. Okay, so the next subject will be electromagnetics. See, the first and foremost book that I prescribe to you is Engineering Electromagnetics by William H. Hythe and J. A. Buck. Okay, so see, there are several books which explain the concepts in intuitive manner, and several books explain the concepts in analytical manner, more mathematical equations and all. See, having more mathematical equations would be good in the case if you are attending for a theory examination. If you are attempting engineering services examination, then it would be good for you to refer such books. Books like MNO Sadiku will be useful to you to attempting theory-based questions in engineering services examinations. But engineering electromagnetics by Hythe will be explaining the concepts of electromagnetics in very intuitive manner. Okay, so you would be minimizing the number of equations, and trust me, that will be a great book if you are preparing for GATE. Okay, see, will you prefer to go through the entire book? Will you read the entire book? No. See, you just keep referring your notes. Okay, keep referring your class notes. Go through your notebooks. Okay, and if you cannot understand anything, any particular concept from your class, then you please go through Engineering Electromagnetics by William Hythe. So the book is quite clear, that will clear all your concepts in a very lucid way. And one very great book worth mentioning is Engineering Electromagnetics, Introduction to Electrodynamics by David J. Griffiths. Okay, so this is one of the books prescribed by my university, and this book is quite difficult for you to understand. But once you have understood, trust me, you don't need to use all those complicated mathematical equations, mathematical expressions in order to express electromagnetics. You would be showing your friends the electromagnetic behavior of the systems which you see. You would be showing this, you would be demonstrating this to your friends in air. हवा में आप बता दोगे अपने दोस्तों को. Such a great book, but it is quite difficult to understand. If at all you're going to PhD in this area, you might be considering recommending referring to this book. Okay, so the next is signals and systems. How many of you feel signals and systems is a tough subject? Tell me, how many of you feel signals and systems is a tough subject? See, if you refer Oppenheim, you would definitely feel signals and systems to be a tough subject. Yes, yes, Sai Kumar. See, signals and systems will be a tough subject for you if you refer Oppenheim, because the book is quite complicated and much referred, much prescribed, because the concepts that were explained in signals and systems, you can say, एक तरीके से आप बोल सकते हैं कि Oppenheim is the Bible for signals and systems. Okay, so very elaborately explained, very in detail explanation. You would be able to work on video signals directly if you go through signals and systems by Oppenheim. But the only catch is you would not be able to understand this so easily. So to solve this problem, we have another book called Simon Hekin. Okay, Simon Hekin is much like an Indian author book only. Very easy to understand. There are so many number of examples. Chaitanya, hi, hello, had your dinner? So tell me, Chaitanya, do you feel signals and systems to be a tough subject? Okay, so there are a good number of examples given in Simon Hekin. It is much like an Indian author book only. Okay, so if you look at this Oppenheim, if you want to learn concepts really from Oppenheim, Oppenheim has provided some lectures in the MIT portal. Okay, so those lectures, some of the lectures corresponding to signals and systems, not all, are available on YouTube directly. Search for lectures, signals and systems lectures by Oppenheim. You will easily find it. Okay, and they are worth watching. Okay, he would explain everything related to signals and systems by taking practical systems into consideration, and practically he'll be explaining through experiments, and he'll be showing all the results in your in an oscilloscope. Okay, very interactive lectures. Okay, so and one great book for your gate preparation is Squam's Outline. Okay, HPHSU, I can't pronounce his name, Squam's Outline. This book has a vast number of examples which are relevant to your gate examination. Exactly. And one more thing, signals and systems is very important subject for your gate exam, since it covers transform theory. Okay, see, from electrical engineering mathematics syllabus, transform theory has been removed, but still you have to study because it is covered in signals and systems. Transform theory is useful in signals and systems, Fourier transforms, Laplace transforms, and Z transforms, as well as in control systems. Okay, so very important subjects and subject, and very important mathematical topic as well. Okay, so you have good number of practical examples from this book. And next is my subject, the subject I teach, electrical machines. Okay, see, as far as subjects like electrical machines and control systems are concerned, there are many Indian, you will find many Indian authors in this area in electrical machines, but the problem is majority of them have conceptual blunders. Majority of them. The reason why I'm not prescribing you P.S. Bimra, the most widely followed book. Okay, see, if you have any mentor other than me, you can confirm. If you doubt me, you can confirm. सर फेजर डायग्राम जो दिया गया था पीएस बिम्रा में ट्रांसफार्मर के बारे में, वो सही फेजर डायग्राम है क्या? you can just validate it using any some simulation software. Use some simulation software and try to validate whether the phasor diagram given in that particular book is correct or not. Okay, there are many erroneous sources, and that's the reason why I'm not prescribing you to go through PS Bimra. And Electrical Machines by Kothari is a very good book, and it has good number of examples. And even if you're preparing for engineering services, this is a good Indian author book worth studying. Okay, so another very good important book for electrical machines is Electric Machinery Fundamentals by Stephen J. Chapman. Okay, entire syllabus is not covered in this Stephen J. Chapman book. You won't even have phasor diagrams in some places. Okay, see, one more way to validate whether PS Bimra and several books are Spark Hussain, whether they are right or wrong, is they'll contradict by their own phasor diagrams. Okay, once they'll give V1 and E1 almost uh, almost near in phase to each other. Okay, in one particular while teaching voltage regulation, they give V1 and E1 almost uh, nearer in phase. And while going through the transformers phasor diagram, they'll show V1 and E1 completely opposite directions, in opposite directions. So please refer a standard source, a very good source which has no such mistakes. And Electric Machines by Nagarath and Kothari is one such good book, decent enough book. And Stephen J. Chapman, it has all the concepts explained more with theory, because Chapman is a guy who is not an engineer, he's a diploma guy. Okay, he explains theory much, and problems and all. Of course, there are decent number of problems, but still less. Okay, problems are not up to your gate standard. Okay, it's okay to go through Asfaq Hussain uh, if you want to have more number of practice problems for gate. Okay, and Nagarath and Kothari does also have good number of practice problems. And if you want to get rid of all the uh, wrong concepts or concepts that are wrongly spread about electrical machines out there, you may go through these books. Okay, AR Daniels is an excellent book. It has even the phasor diagrams in a correct manner. And Fitzgerald and Kingsley, trust me, if you study magnetic circuits from this particular book, Fitzgerald and Kingsley, you will become a master of electrical machines. The fundamentals, the way Fitzgerald and Kingsley teaches fundamentals of electrical machines is awesome. Okay, but what will you have time to read, go through all these books continuously, repeatedly? I'm saying you, see, even though they may be a trap for you, please commit this mistake which I have committed. BL Thiraja, I have Prasad Kher, I've said at the start of the video itself, BL Thiraja cannot be considered as a standard book at all. Although majority of the universities out there in India, they follow BL Thiraja, which is very unfortunate. Okay, BL Thiraja kya, PS Bimra has uh, mistakes in the concepts. Okay, conceptual mistakes. Then BL Thiraja is not at all recommended. Okay, so you just refer the phasor diagrams once in AR Daniels. Okay, then you'll come to understand. Okay, once you refer such controversial topics in books like in wonderful books like AR Daniels and Chapman, you'll come to understand why the concepts given in those books which I'm saying are wrong. Okay, so along with these books, Dinosaurus, this doesn't have Dinosaurus doesn't have phasor diagrams and all. I mean, the operational phasor diagrams of transformer and all, but still, this has all the remaining portion of the syllabus which are required for your gate examination. Okay, Dinosaurus is a very good book worth referring. Okay, you can also refer to Dinosaurus. So this is about electrical machines, and be careful, guys. While before going to these books, you must be having the knowledge of what to refer and what not to refer from any textbook. Okay, that knowledge you will get by going through the gate syllabus, and also by at least having a glance of all the previous gate questions just after going through your class notes. Okay, see, you will not be having time to cover all these, even if you are in third year or second year. Okay, it is good if you are able to complete books of these subjects during your semesters itself. If you are able to complete them, many IITians do that. Okay, while their semesters go on, they just try to complete these standard books. They just try to study from these standard books. So that will be useful in a long way, even after completion of engineering, completion of BTech, that the concepts, the fundamentals that were self-learned from these books, such amazing books, will be useful for your GATE examination. Okay, so even before going through these reference books, it is must for you to have a glance of the previous GATE questions and also going through your class notes. Okay, so until and unless they were referred, please do not blindly start studying these books. If you do not know the depth and width of your GATE syllabus, you will end up studying those unnecessary topics which you would not require for GATE. Okay, so always know the syllabus first and then go to these books. Okay, so after electrical machines, very important subject, and the subject has a good amount of weightage as well, power systems. Okay, so power system engineering by Nagarath Kothari has almost all the topics covered, like load flow studies covered, transmission lines covered, as well as power system analysis. Stability studies are also covered. It is, uh, I can say, like one very good book, sufficient for your GATE as well as engineering services examinations and also for your university examination. Nagarath Kothari is a great book. Okay, so still, if you want to learn the concept somewhat deeper, if you are not able to solve questions from analysis portion, okay, stability analysis, if you're not able to solve questions even after studying from Nagarath Kothari, then it is recommended to have a glance over power system analysis by Stevenson and Granger. Okay, so that is a very good book for uh, analysis, power system analysis. Okay, load flows and all, they were given given as much as required in power system engineering. If you want to have good glance over, good idea over the numerical methods which you use for power system engineering, then it is better to refer Hadi Sadat. Okay, so I don't want to mention so many books here and confuse you. You can go for Hadi Sadat if you want to refer numerical methods that are behind load flow studies. That is Newton-Raphson method. Okay, all these methods you can refer from Hadi Sadat, that they were very clearly explained in that book. And one very good book worth mentioning is Ollie I. Elgert. It is better if you study the basics of power system, like what real power is, what reactive power is, okay, how do you compute them, and what is the disadvantage of having more reactive power in your system and all. These things you can go through Ollie I. Elgert. Okay, so please note down the list and you can have a glance over them. And another favorite subject of mine, I teach control systems as well, as I've said to you at the beginning. Okay, see, control systems, you can go through Modern Control Engineering by Katsuhiko Ogata. Very easy to understand book, much like an Indian author book only, as far as the syllabus for GATE is concerned. Beyond the GATE syllabus, like there are so many canonical forms and all which are not generally asked in your GATE examination. So mathematical modeling, if you see mathematical modeling from this, mathematical modeling is a notion, and K. Ogata has a lot of explanation over mathematical modeling which is not required for your GATE examination. So carefully pick those chapters and those topics which are there in your GATE exam and refer Modern Control Engineering by K. Ogata. You can very quickly you can very easily and quickly complete control systems just by referring Modern Control Engineering. And if you want to have something more in detail about controllers, then Nagrath and M. Gopal is a good book. And also for theory examinations, like your university examination and also for engineering services examination, Control System Engineering by Nagrath and M. Gopal is very, very, very useful book. Much useful book. Okay. So, and I forgot to mention one important book, that is C.L. Wadhwa for transmission lines. If at all you want to study, you can go through C.L. Wadhwa for transmission lines. And one important thing is the questions at the back of C.L. Wadhwa. Around there are some 500 questions at the back of near the back cover of C.L. Wadhwa of power systems. There are general questions. There are questions from circuits as well. There are questions from machines as well. Okay, if you go through those questions, it is most likely that you will get a lot of questions of them directly asked in your examination. Okay, not in GATE, but they might be directly asked in engineering services, and they might be directly asked in examinations like AP, GENCO, and TRANSCO, and some other PSU exams as well. Okay, and that book is one of very important books, worth mentioning books, that is C.L. Wadhwa. See, I just don't want to confuse you by mentioning so many books, and that is the reason why I did not give a vast list. Okay, so Naveen Kumar, I'm just coming there. Okay, so control systems. Okay, Nagrath and M. Gopal for theory examinations, and for easy understanding, you go for Modern Control Engineering by Ogata. Okay, so the next book is my favorite book, Richard C. Dorff. Richard C. Dorff. Okay, so Richard C. Dorff is such a book which has at least one practical example in every page. Okay, there are a lot of practical examples in this particular book. This the author tries to explain you control systems by taking you through the practical world. Okay, and the techniques that were given in this book were awesome. Okay, they'll start state space analysis right from the beginning, and they'll start state space analysis and frequency based, that is transfer function based analysis. They'll go along with both of them, and very good book. And you refer to that whenever you feel like you could not understand some particular concept. Okay, generally control systems is such a subject which is generally taught mathematically only. People will calculate that there's so many things. Okay, people will calculate peak overshoot, people will calculate state transition matrix, that there's so many things, but not by knowing why they are calculating those things and how they are calculating those things. Okay, how the procedure will be known to you, but why they are calculating those things, and what is the importance of those things with practical control systems. Okay, so if at all you want to learn such things, you can go for Modern Control Systems by Richard C. Dorff. Very good examples, very good practical examples. And one more book which is famously known as the Bible of Control Systems is Automatic Control Systems by Benjamin C. Kuo. Okay, so the authenticity of concepts provided in this particular book is, I can say, la jawab. Okay, so no other controls book out there is much clear with the concepts. Okay, Benjamin C. Kuo, in fact, this most controversial concept, that is the steady state error for non-unity feedback systems. Please go through this book. You'll have a good idea of how to calculate steady state errors for non-unity feedback systems and why you are doing so. Why the steady state error for non-unity feedbacks is not the same as that of unity feedback systems. Benjamin C. Kuo is an amazing book. Okay, if at all you're planning your master's degree in control systems, then Benjamin C. Kuo is a must-read book, but it is a bit difficult to understand. And students, one important point to note is the problems given at the back of Automatic Control Systems by Benjamin C. Kuo. I have seen several problems coming directly from this book in GATE exam. There are some problems which directly appeared in GATE exam from this particular book. Okay, so Farid Golnargi is another author, an Indian author, who had improvised this book by adding more and more numerical examples. Okay, an amazing book. And if you want to have more and more practical, more practice problems for your GATE examination, B.S. Manke is a worth going through book. Okay, but the thing is, in some places, the authenticity of concepts. Okay, B.S. Manke is otherwise a very good book with so many number of examples, useful for your GATE examination. Okay, the questions given in this book are almost to the level of your GATE examination. Okay, GATE and engineering service examination. Okay, so done with my subjects, electrical machines and control systems, and the remaining subjects are electrical and electronic measurements. Even this is my subject as well. Okay, see, I don't find the necessity of referring to any other books if you refer electrical and electronic measurements of measurements and instrumentation by A.K. Sawhney. Okay, and no other book is having all the syllabus. See, except this book, no other book is having all the syllabus together, all your GATE examination syllabus together. Okay, so whatever concepts you have, you may have a look into this book, and there are almost no errors in this book. Very great book. And one thing is, the portion given over electronic measurements is a little less. Okay, so if at all you want to gain a clear understanding over electronic instrumentation, electronic measurements, then it is worth going through this book, W.D. Cooper, William D. Cooper. And except electronic measurements, nothing need to be referred. You can also refer uh, PMMC and MI instruments from this. But anyway, you already have a great explanation of PMMC and MI instruments in this A.K. Sawhney book. Okay, so A.K. Sawhney book is easy to understand, and also it covers almost all your syllabus. No other book of electrical measurements covers almost all. And for instrumentation students, Doeblin and Bentley, those books need to be referred, but for you it is not necessary. For electrical students, I don't recommend them because they also contain optical measurements, mechanical measurements, all those things which are not required to you. You require only electrical and electronic measurements. Okay, so next, for students who are actually targeting VLSI industries, as I've said you, those who are targeting VLSI industries, uh, for analog electronics, you must go through Boylestad. The reason why I had put Boylestad in the first preference is the circuit analysis which they had given in this book. That is more intuitive than having more equations. Okay, less number of equations and more intuitive way of explaining and simplifying the circuits. And after that, Sedra and Smith is also a good book. But yeah, uh, you will be able to refer either of them, not both. Okay, so Boylestad is such a huge book, and op-amp applications are very good. The way Boylestad explains virtual ground concept and the applications of op-amp, and it is very intuitive. Okay, if you are if you are fearful, if you are scared of equations, if you are scared of more and more mathematical expressions, then Boylestad is a great book for you. Great book for you, and it will not have those complicated equations and all. So Boylestad tried to simplify this as much as possible. And if you are if you are aiming to enter into VLSI industries, it is good to refer either Sedra and Smith and Boylestad. Both of them are equally important. Okay, and one very important, one very good book is Analog Electronics. This book is famous as Yellow Pad. Okay, Yellow Pad Electronics. So Integrated Electronics by Millman. This has a great explanation of the semiconductor physics as well as the device physics. Okay, so if you are left with any doubts in device physics, actually you do not need to study electrical. People do not need to study electronic devices and circuits, but still until and unless you cannot understand the current components of a BJT, it is difficult for you to solve problems over BJT. Okay, it is difficult for you to remember those equations of BJT. So it is must for you to understand current components of BJT. Likewise, it is must for you to understand the device physics of a MOSFET as well. So in that sense, the best book is Millman and Harkias. Azharuddin Kuwaisi sir, please provide books name for mechanical engineering. Ayazuddin Qureshi, I think a session coming for you. I don't remember exactly. It is already over, or it might be. Just go through the Gate Academy channel, you will find it. See, ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता कि इलेक्ट्रिकल के लिए प्रोवाइड कर दिया और आपको ऐसे ही सड़क पे छोड़ दिया. That is not possible, right? So we'll cover every branch. So, and one more thing is, in integrated electronics, if you're planning your career in VLSI industry, in integrated electronics, see, the results are directly given, and the intermediate mathematical steps will not be given to you, which in turn helps a student to arrive at those equations by himself, but that will consume a lot of time, and it is recommended to go through this book only if you have good amount of time. And trust me, the device physics in this particular book is awesome. Device physics and semiconductor physics, no other book out there will give you as much understanding as this book over semiconductor physics, the Fermi levels and all. Integrated Electronics by Millman and Harkias is a great book for you. And RK Bansal, ओ भाई मुझे मारो आसादुद्दीन अयाजुद्दीन कुरैशी, मेरे को मैकेनिकल के बुक्स के बारे में कैसे आइडिया होगा भाई? How will I know about them? So you please go through the mechanical session, okay? ठीक है. Next is digital electronics. See, I'm getting to law. See, these days, after completion of GATE examination, many students come over this portal and ask, sir, my score is this much, my marks are this much, and my rank is this much. मेरे को ऐश्वर्या राय मिलेगी क्या? ठीक है, तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. हम लोग कंप्यूटर नहीं है या फिर हम लोग भगवान नहीं है, तुम्हें क्या मिलेगा ये हम देख के बता दें. ठीक है, सो जस्ट ऐसे बताने का मन किया था, बता दिया. पिछले सेशन में जब स्टूडेंट्स ये क्वेश्चन बहुत पूछ रहे थे तो फिर मेरे को बहुत हंसी आ रही थी. एंड नेक्स्ट, digital electronics. Again, my focus is again on to you people targeting VLSI industries. Okay, see, one thing is these books will help you a lot in industrial interviews, and not your notes and all. Your notes may not help you much with industrial interviews, but these books will help you a lot in interviews. Okay, so Maurice Mano, I have mentioned first for the sole reason that it is easy to understand, very easy to understand. Otherwise, my favorite book for digital electronics is J.F. Walkerly. Okay, so J.F. Walkerly ने ये भी बताया कि one's complement and two's complement से मतलब multiplication कैसे हो जाता, subtraction कैसे हो जाता है. Everything, even numerical methods, even Boolean algebra and everything, the way J.F. Walkerly had explained, it is really awesome. Okay, students will think digital electronics is very easy subject. When I give you, when I put a practical problem before you to solve it, okay, you cannot proceed further. Okay, the problem is you will learn all those mathematical techniques which are required to solve the questions. That's it. You will not be able to understand the requirements, the practical requirements of a digital system. Okay, so those requirements are intuitively injected into your mind by J.F. Walkerly. Digital Design by J.F. Walkerly is such a great book. Okay, so only if you would like to know something about, let us say, you're not sure what a latch is and what a flip-flop is. You're not sure about the difference. You'll get to know about that difference only when you go through the practical application of a latch and a flip-flop. Okay, so such practical applications are available only in digital design. Otherwise, digital design by JF Walkerly. Otherwise, digital design by Morris Mann is sufficient for your GATE examination. It has good number of practice problems. Okay, so theory which is given in digital design is easier to understand. That will be sufficient for your GATE exam. Okay, but if at all you want to pursue your career, see, understand the difference. If your target is only examination, then go for this. Okay, other than this, you can go for JF Walkerly also, but not without solving previous GATE questions or not having a look at your syllabus. That will be a danger to you. And the next, for theory exams and engineering services examination, you can go through RP Jain. RP Jain is a sufficient book, self-sufficient book. It has all the concepts which are required for your GATE exam as well as engineering services examination. Okay. So next is power electronics. No doubt, PS Bimra. That as I've mentioned, there is only one mistake, not so many mistakes in this PS Bimra book. And there is no other, I can say literally there is no other power electronics book which covers all your GATE syllabus in a more comprehensive way. Okay, PS Bimra covers all entire power electronics for your GATE syllabus in a very comprehensive manner. Okay, you can go through PS Bimra for power electronics. And if at all you're left with doubts in fundamental concepts like why people are saying power factor is this by this and not this by this, okay, so you'll generally calculate power factor by taking the RMS value of fundamental current upon the RMS value of the overall current multiplied by displacement power factor cos phi. You will get good idea over those concepts only if you go through Ned Mohan. Ned Mohan, the guy, the name is Indian, but still he's a foreign author only. He's a professor of University of Illinois, and there are even his lectures, but much of the book is not relevant to you. Okay, so most of the book has much about the control schemes of variable voltage, variable frequency drives, and also vector drives, which are not actually required for your GATE examination. Okay, so GATE exam is more analytical, and this book is more practical comparatively. Okay, so that's all. That's all with power electronics as well. Okay, so we are done with all the subjects, right? We have covered all the subjects. Even power electronics we have covered. Okay, so as I said, I'll be mentioning a very good resource for you. Okay, I'm already taking a risk of bearing a complaint of sharing a source which has some pirated books as well, but still it will be very much useful to you. b-ok.org. This source, literally almost all these books except some of the Indian author books, almost all these books are available in this particular platform as PDF. Okay, so why PDF? You are not referring those books for longer durations. Okay, only those concepts which you have doubts in, or else only those concepts which you are not clear of, only those concepts which you want to get more idea of. Okay, only those concepts you are going to view through these books. Therefore PDFs are sufficient. You need not go into you need not go for the hard copies. And one more thing is, in PDF versions, international versions are available for free of cost, and the international versions, they are uh, they are comparatively much better when you compare them to the Indian versions, because Indian versions are completely black and white. Okay, whereas the international versions एकदम रंगीन रहते हैं, और आपको पढ़ने का मन ज्यादा करता है. You feel like reading those books more and more. Okay, but don't fall into traps. Okay, some books are more like novels. Okay, that Boylsted book by Boylestad book for electric circuits, it is almost like a novel. You will not feel like leaving that book. If you have good interest over engineering concepts, you will not you don't want to leave that book. Okay, so never fall into such traps. Manage time wisely. If you are in second year or third year, then try to complete uh, your university course along with these standard books. Then the fundamentals which you have learned, or else the overall concepts which you have learned through these books. See, self learning is always much better when compared to that learning from teachings. Okay, so just if you are in second or third year, if you are able to go through these books, and that would be much useful for you. Even you might be able to crack gate examination without coaching also. Okay, that will be the concept strength that these books are going to impart into your mind. Okay, so very useful books. Okay, so that's all, students. Okay, even if your area is not locked down, please do not go out. The situations are quite unpredictable out there, and young population is being the most affected population. Please take care. Please sanitize whatever and whenever, at whichever place necessary, and please follow all the precautions. Even if lockdown is not there in your region, please do not go out. Okay, बस कुछ दिन और बस. By the end of May, the cases are expected to fall. Okay, so all the best for your gate preparation, and hope you would use all the sources. Hello Pankaj, हम almost end करने वाले हैं. पंकज आप अब आए हैं. Okay, so using these sources, and I hope you would uh, try to make the best out of it for your gate examination. Okay, so reference books always will play a very key role in understanding any concept which you did not get in class. Okay, if you're not able to get your doubt clarified by any professor, then it is the best professors are the reference books available to you, and the list I have given you. Okay, so don't forget to follow them. Pankaj Roth, good night. Good night. Hello and good night. So that's all, everybody. Have a nice time. Stay safe. Stay home. Good night. We'll meet you in the upcoming sessions. Okay. Bye. Bye. And one important thing, keep track of your immunity. Okay. Be immune. हाँ, गर्म पानी पी लीजिए डेली. ठीक है, जो भी इम्यूनिटी के बारे में बोले जा रहे हैं, या फिर keep working out, work out on your immunity, on improving your immunity, and just मुक्का मारो इस कोरोना कोविड 19 को. फिर मिलते हैं अगले सेशन में. गुड नाइट. बाय. बाय ऑल.